Well, it's the best lit any episode of Mike on a Monday has ever been. All it took was the CMT Hitlist tour to come along with three megastars: Dean, Brody, Deric Ruttan, Aaron Lyons. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
Thanks for having us here.
So how well did you guys all know each other before taking this tour? Did you know a lot about each other, or do you guys just kind of see each other at shows, that sort of thing?
Basically that, eh?
Yeah. I mean, we like I remember seeing Aaron in Nashville right when You Can't Hide Beautiful came out. I saw him do a showcasey kind of deal in Nashville, and we
did a thing together there.
And we've done some things together over the years, and written together. And Dean and I have written together once, and again, kind of. I think that was in Bengoff, Saskatchewan. That was the festival that we all three played, and so it was a lot of fun. But really, you know, I mean, not the Canadian country music business is fairly small, but so we knew each other a little bit, but not nearly as well as we know each other now, Mike.
It's hard to get to know each other on the road because if you're not touring together, because you're just kind of seeing each other for 5 minutes here or 10 minutes there, and you know, say
bump
hi
into each other at the catering tent.
Exactly.
You know, so
you guys have been on the road for a few years now, and Dean, you've of course been getting out there a lot lately, especially. Are you noticing anything about this cross-Canada tour that maybe you didn't expect?
Just how well I'm sleeping on the bus really well, which is I didn't expect that because the last little bus run I didn't sleep well at all.
There'll be hotels and everybody's sleeping on the bus anyway because it's so much. Well, it's fun. You get 10 guys on a bus that are all having a good time, and
it's not as far to stumble, too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, stumbling to your bunk is safer than stumbling to the hotel room. Yeah.
So on a road trip, there's always somebody, and it's always a group of friends, but always somewhere along the road somebody snaps. Who out of the three do you think is going to be the first to let loose here?
Define snap. Like, what do you mean?
Are you already answering the question? Or?
In a fit of rage, or just an alcoholic binge? I don't know.
No.
What do you mean by snap?
Just one of those things where it's like, you know, the dumbest thing will come across, and you know, maybe somebody like, you know, ate like the last chip in a bag or something like that, and all of a sudden it just sets you off and ruins your day.
That'd probably be me because I mean these two are such nice guys. You know, it's really seriously. I mean,
you're so sweet.
It's a great group It's.
You don't sound either one of them are denying it either.
Sweetheart.
He's gonna punch me in the face as soon as the camera clicks off, but or in the throat. We're gonna get a throat punch as soon as we're done here. But no, I mean these guys are such nice. They're calm guys. I think that's part of why this touring package works so well, is because I think, you know, obviously we get along. You can tell that, hopefully, and our musics complement each other. I think we each have a slightly different, you know, style, but they still complement. But at the end of the day, you know, I think I'm a nice guy, but I'm nowhere near as nice as these two.
Home base for you three are all in very different places going across Canada. How are you adjusting to that? I mean, being away from your families and your life at home, because this is a pretty long tour. Was it 26 states?
26 shows, yeah.
About 5 weeks in total with the rehearsals and days off. And
being in Alberta now, you're kind of the lucky one for this leg of the tour.
I know.
Right?
I've been fortunate because I guess I had about 9 days away, and then we went through Calgary where I live, and for a couple dates around Calgary I saw my family, and then here my in-laws live here, and we have a day off tomorrow, so I see my girls for a couple days. So I've been the lucky one out of the bunch so far, but everybody's going to see their families at Thanksgiving and stuff. So
Aaron's had I guess the first sort of hometown stop was Dean, because we did his home, Jaffrey, BC. He's close to Cranbrook. We played in Cranbrook, and so I made a joke. I came out in the theater and I said, "Hello, Cranbrook," and I thought I should have said, "Hello, Jaffrey," and they just went nuts because there were a lot of folks there from his hometown. So he got to see his mom and dad, and then Aaron's girls. So I mean, by the time it's done, they'll see you like 3 times, right? On this tour, and then I'm going to see my parents and my kinfolk back in Ontario when the tour rolls that way. So it's good. We all get little family time sort of as we move east.
Dean, do you kind of feel like you had the hometown advantage there out in BC?
Yeah, in Cranbrook for sure. Yeah, but
people are going nuts.
Oh, it was incredible. It was like, you know, it was like nothing I'd ever seen.
Well, Jaffrey, you told us Jaffrey has 850 people. I think the theater held 750, and about 700 of those it was sold out. 700 of them were from Jaffrey. I think it's
100 people from Jaffrey outside the building. Just
no,
Trying to get in. They couldn't
sold out
get
in
tickets.
like 5 minutes because of this guy coming. It's pretty cool to see a hometown supporting, you know, like that. So
yeah,
it was.
See, Aaron and my hometowns are sick of us now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so basically, you know, Jaffrey, BC really put to shame our hometowns, you know, which was sad. But just to be real honest about it. But no, I said during the thing, you know, Dean, I had heard rumors that Dean's mom was waving the Dean flag in Jaffrey, and
is there a Dean flag?
There needs to be.
There will be. So.
There will. There's right now it's a metaphorical flag, but it will be an actual flag soon. And anyway, I said from stage, you know what? I said on the radio earlier that I was going to kiss Dean Brody's mom because she really helped us sell this place out. And
my mom was freaking out because I stayed overnight at Mom and Dad's the night before. She's like, I'm really kind of concerned because Deric said he'd kiss me. And I said, Mom, you don't have anything to worry about. There's no way on earth Deric would ever kiss you.
yeah.
And sure enough.
Well, it was respectful, though. I mean, it was the kind of thing. I singled her out in the crowd, and then I went down there and I gave her a kiss. And
He's
and
really
it was
going to
nice.
punch you. We were joking about it earlier, but I could see that.
No, but he saw it. It was very. I'm not going
innocent, very innocent.
I'm not going to demonstrate on either of these two guys what it was like, but it was nice. But I got to actually in all. It's not that kind of show. But in all seriousness, I did get to visit with Dean's folks after the show for a little bit, and they're just so proud of him, and it was nice. It was nice to see them. He comes from good stock, this one. So.
I did the math between the three of you, almost 50 top 40 hits.
Wow.
Across Canada. I understand you guys have kind of a medley worked out. Maybe we could trouble you to pick up some guitars and give us a shot with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
We'd
let's
love
do
to
it.
do that.
It's the CMT Hitlist Tour going across Canada. Will be near you soon. Here to perform for you are Aaron Lyons, Deric Ruttan, and Dean Brody.
Hoppers on a dirt road, falling in the air. Farmers in the orchard, on ladders picking pears. Me and you driving Grandma's Cadillac, gonna have a picnic on a yellow blanket meadow out back. Honeybees, little ladybugs, squirrel behind a tree, hanging out with us. Gonna drink your sweet tea and a little cherry pie on the little yellow blanket, just you and I. On a little yellow blanket, just you and I. The doctor said we've run out of options, but we can stop the pain and help you sleep. That old man laughed and slowly put his shirt on. Said, son, dying here with you don't comfort me, 'cause I'll turn 88 next Tuesday if the good Lord lets me tarry, and I'll spend it on the front porch with my arm around my Mary. I've learned a lot about living, but the only thing I'm sure about now is I came into this world in the arms of a woman who loved me. And that's how I wanna go out.
Down on your luck, you just lost your truck, you can't afford another beer, your credit cards don't work, whole world thinks you're a jerk, you wondered how you wound up here. It would have been cheaper to keep her around. It would have been better to let her keep you down. Living with a crazy wife beats an empty bank account. It would have been cheaper to keep her around. Well, now you're sleeping on the couch at your best friend's house, watching Columbo, eating cold pizza in your underwear. Just remember I told you so. It would have been cheaper to keep her around. It would have been better to let her keep you down. Living with a crazy wife beats an empty bank account. It would have been cheaper to keep her around. It would have been cheaper to keep her around.